Yo, what's up, guys? Um, this is just a little skit that I'm gonna be doing. If it, gets some good views, then I'm gonna post part two. But basically, this is what if Deku was XXX and Tashion. R.I.P. X. Alright, I lived only 7 blocks from where the place he was killed in. It was such a tragic event. R.I.P. X, Juice World, and a lot of other young people that died. So, yeah. Now, from the research that I have done, clearly XXX Tentacion has the Renegon, the Sharingan. He has, it seems like he has the ability to create life, and, XXX Tentacion also has the ability of lightning control and spatial manipulation. And he also has, from what I researched in my what if in XXX Tentacion's powers, it seems like he has, multi, I guess you can say, multiple personalities. Basically, he has two: the chill one, and then when he's pissed off, he has a whole another personality. Okay, so this what if will be pretty cool if you ask me. Deku, come on, he will be black. Like, I cannot disrespect my boy X. I cannot. So yeah, and My Hero Academia will take place in America. Yeah, it'll take place in America, and he will have a brother. All right, he'll basically be Juice World, and um, from what I know, Juice World also has. Well, he don't have the Renegon. Juice World only has the Sharingan, and it seems like Juice World has the ability to basically manipulate people's minds, and he also has his own dojutsu called the Shinsei Nagan. So yeah, he's pretty old OP, and I'm finna tell y'all right now from the jump, he's a villain. Okay, yeah, but I guess let's get started. So we start this video off in Los Angeles, California. We have a young boy being born, Izuku Midoriya. Dark skin, dark skin and black hair. He's born from Inko Midoriya and Hasashi Midoriya, and both of their quirks have, well, Inko's quirks have something to do with her eyes, and Hasashi's quirk is a lightning quirk. But anyways, as Deku will be born, and he looks, more like his mother and his father than a particular one of them. And he's actually a twin brother to hmm, to Jasad Midoriya, as Jasad Midoriya will be born with black hair and, oh wait, Deku's hair is black for now, yeah, black hair and black eyes, and they'll be cleaned up in 30 years. Deku and his brother had a pretty tight relationship, as long as Deku and somebody else. But that's out of the point. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. Everybody from the My Hero verse is black. Okay, like I have to do it. That's the only way that this will work. But anyways, as Deku, he basically gets to the age where he starts to see the true colors behind his father and his mother. Deku's parents didn't really care for him or his brother. they didn't even love each other. They were just products of a one night stand gone wrong. And Inko, she's a pretty messed up lady. She basically pulls Giono's mother, leaves them home by themselves. Sashi abuses them, goes out with other women, and it gets to the point where by the age when they were four, by the time they unlocked their quirks, they were, abandoned in the wilderness by themselves. And they'll be wandering around, two brothers, struggling for themselves as they'll be found by this guy. He runs an orphanage. His name is Michael. He brings them in and he would take care of Deku and Jasad as they actually awaken their quirks around the same time as Jasad would be told his powers is he has this ocular quirk and a mental manipulation quirk. One of and they call his ocular quirk the Sharingan and his mental manipulation quirk. What it sounds like. And Deku's quirk, he has a ocular power, but as long as with a few other powers, as they basically tell Deku that he has the Sharingan, and his Sharingan has a extra stage that his brother doesn't, called the Rinnegan. Now he will have Sasuke's Rinnegan, because why not? And Sasuke's powers, so he's gonna be overpowered. The only one that can stand up to him is his brother. So yeah. Anyways, has he would also say that he has lightning manipulation and he also has the ability to create things and he also has spatial manipulation. But the downside to all these quirks is he has a second personality, and this second personality comes out when he's at a high fit of rage, and it basically takes over all of his quirks, and it'll basically hurt and destroy anybody that harmed it in the past, future, whatever. It'll basically wipe them out of existence. So I would recommend that you go to a anger management clinic. And they'll be as they go and say thank you, thinking how cool his quirk is. He can't wait to get back and train with it as they get back home and they're trying to activate their quirks, and it's pretty hard as we were to skip. I'd say about 5 weeks later, as Deku and Jasad would they'll be on a trip with the orphanage, as they'll be traveling and they will go through this abandoned cave that's supposed to have these rare jewels and animals that is harmless, but little did they know people was doing a bit of construction in there, and I guess structure was a bit bad. As they'll be walking through they would they would basically feel the ground crack and some rocks will fall as the cave will start to collapse in as they all start to run. So it's just odd and Deku as Deku ended up tripping over his foot, and in a mere instance Jasad grabbed Deku, threw him out the way, and Jasad got supposedly squished by some rocks. Yeah. I'm doing this the Obito Kakashi way, just without him giving Deku his eye, pretty much. But yeah, he he basically tells Deku to go as some more rocks would fall upon him, and he's basically dead in Deku's mind. As the authorities was noticing that there was one casualty to a Jasada Midoriya. Body is not found. Body was not found, and Deku is shaken by this really hard. he goes into a state of depression and shock. And Deku pretty much strayed away from the orphanage for about a month or two, as that's when Deku, started to open back up, and that's when Deku says he'll train to become a hero for his brother's will, as that's the day he started to train. And Deku, he's really smart in this what if, like, super smart. Now, Deku, he will have dreads. Like, come on, I gotta give him dreads, and I wish that would have want to give him like the half and half look pretty hot, bro. But like, she those white dreads look sick. I'm just gonna give him the white dreads. You know what? He's gonna switch up his hair colors and styles throughout this whole what if. So yeah, as Deku starts to train, and Deku realized that whenever he activates his quirk, the Sharingan, his perception basically slows down. He sees things in slow motion, and he can also predict things, and it gives him somewhat of a physical boost. Oh yeah, there will not be no curse of hatred in this one. I mean, like, since there's no Indra, Ashra, or Chakra in this universe, then there's no curse of hatred. So yeah, as basically Deku would be training really hard, and I don't think there'll be any point for him to unlock the Mangekyo Sharingan. Well, he'll be able to, instead of the Mangekyo, I'm just gonna let him upgrade to the EMS when he gets to that state, since you know that's just how I'm gonna do it. And then when he gets to his highest peak of anger, he'll unlock the one-eyed Rinnegan, the most strongest thing in all of Naruto besides Naruto himself. So yeah, and I still can't believe that Boruto stabbed out Sasuke's eye. Oops, spoiler. But anyways, as as basically Naruto would train. As right now, I say he has his three Tomoe Sharingan, just from his pure dedication to training. And right now, I say he's about 16. He actually trains in a sword, and his, I guess, second personality hasn't really flared up much lately. It flares a few times when he'll be bullied, but not that much to where he's freaking turning the earth into freaking hell. Nah, not yet. But anyways, we'll just skip to Deku, as he'll be walking, and right now I say he's pretty well off, since he'll be, stealing or wiring money to his account. So he goes to a private school getting top education, and and there he'll meet M- Momo Yajirozu, and they were pretty much hit it off, since besides his brother, she was the only real friend Deku has ever made. So they're pretty tight, and Momo, she gets a little crushy crush on Deku. So yeah, that'll play a part in it. Oh yeah, also sorry if my microphone be like psst, psst. It's because I be so close to my mic, since every time I start recording, my old man always got something for me to do. So I try to be as quiet as possible. So yeah, that's why my mic be so close to my face, so y'all could hear me, but it might get a bit weird, and I'm so sorry. But anyways, as Deco and Momo would be pretty much friends now. We'll just skip to after school. Deku and Momo's done hanging out, and Deku's walking, and basically Deku would walk in this alleyway, as he would hear something. He would hear somebody say, "Give me your body, kid," as Deku would hurry up, as Deku's hearing is pretty high, and I say he's about 10 minutes off. So he's running for 10 minutes, as you would see the sludge villain entering into this kid's body as Deku would be like, "What?" As Deku would run up to him saying, "Yo, what are you doing?" As Deku feels it, his body's cold. Now I know your body don't cool off that quick when you die, but just for the purpose of the what if, I'm gonna do that. As Deku's like, he's dead. You killed him, didn't you? As his husband's like, oh, who are you supposed to be, huh? Pretty cute. I, I might take your body instead. As the sludge villain starts to come off, as Sticky says, you killed an innocent boy for nothing. As basically the whole area around him turns into space, and trees will start to grow out the ground as the sludge villain's like, what is this, as Deku? Hair would turn white. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. Deku's hair would turn white. Now, he's not in his full god mode. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. His full god mode. But right now, I say he's about demigod mode. As his hair would turn white and trees would start to grow around him and lock the sludge villain in place as the sludge villain would turn into his human form as he'll be struck by lightning and he would duplicate over and over again and his duplicates would just be absorbed back into his body as he would explode, reform over and over again for thousands of years from his counting, but it's only been 5 seconds in the real world. As and we would skip through somebody else's point of view as he would be running, as he would hear uh, screaming as he would stop by as he would see this man exploding and being reformed, and this kid looks like he's in a daze, as All Might would grab Deku's shoulder as Deku would snap out of it as the sludge villain would reform, passed out, as Deku's like, All Might, the pro hero, as All Might's like, yeah, young man, what were you doing to him? As Deku's like, what do you mean? I wasn't doing anything to him. I just seen him take that kid, and I don't remember anything else. As All Might thinks to himself, maybe he has some sort of split personality that makes him does do that. Oh man, this that villain must have been going through so much pain. And All Might says, "Well, kid, I'll take care of this guy." As Dick says, "Wait, All Might, I know I don't really like heroes like that, but I owe this to my brother. It was his dream, so was mine. I want to become a hero, but I don't know if it's possible for me to become a hero. Like, all I have is these powers in my eyes and some time space power, space some spatial manipulation powers that I don't even know how to use. Like I know how to use my lightning powers to a certain extent, but that's it. And it's almost like, oh really? Well, kid, you can become you could become a hero, just not at the stage you are now. If you want, I don't have a problem training you, kid. And Dick is like, really? That's almost like, sure, kid, I'll train you. Now, Deku will not be the successor of One for All. I'm actually gonna give Mirio One for All. So yeah, Deku when I have it. Anyways, as Deku would go back to his orphanage and call Momo and tell her that he met All Might. As almost like Momo is like, oh my gosh, Deku, you met All Might? And she's like, yeah. He wants me to train with him, so I'm gonna be training with him before I enter UA. And someone was like, "Oh yeah, I'm I'm gonna be trying to improve my quirk." And Stick is like, "Oh really? Now, Momo, she don't really have that rich girl personality from hanging with Deku, so her personality is toned down a lot, but she's still kind of a gal, I guess you would say, but not that rich girl. You feel me?" But anyways, as Deku, would wake up the next day as he would go to where All Might told him to meet up as. Deku would see the mess on Dekamo Beach, and you'll see this skinny guy as. He's like, "Where's All Might?" As All Might's like, "I'm right here, kid." As Deku looks around as he's like, "I don't see him." As All Might buffs up as he's like, "I'm right here, kid." As Deku looks as he's like, "Oh, All Might, how were you talking to me and you weren't even here?" As All Might's like, "Well, I was that skinny blonde guy." As Deku's like, "Wait, what? Are you an imposter?" As Almost like, no. As he explains his injury, not his quirk, but his injury. As they is like, oh wow, so you basically have a time limit on when you can stay Mr. Buff Guy, huh? As almost like, yeah, pretty much. As almost he's like, wait, I realize your hair is blue today. Wasn't it like blonde yesterday? It's like, yeah, I dye my hair pretty frequently. It's been a week. It's been like a month since I dyed it blonde or um peroxided it, so I thought I'd just dye it blue and braid it so look cool. Need to be swaggy. Feel me? As I'm like, yes sir. Like I said, they're black. Okay. Look, I might be speaking this a little proper stuff like that, but they black. All right. Anyways, as Deku, would basically start to train with All Might. All Might is shocked with his mere physical strength and prowess as that's when Deku he would basically show signs of using his spatial manipulation quirk as one time when All was finna punch him and Deku was tired Deku ended up being on the other side of the field and no he didn't teleport but All Might seen it and it happened really quickly. Basically the field shrunk and Deku, was on the steps, and the field grew back out basically, as almost like so. It seems like he took away the space and then re-put it there. That's a pretty dangerous ability. All Might basically tries to train Deku in all the abilities that Deku has awakened now. As the 9 months would basically be body training, combat training, and quirk training. And I'm pretty much gonna leave that one off here since like I said, this is just for jokes. If you guys like it, I will make a part two getting into more detail. Peace.